Hey guys, welcome to this week's quiz game stream. So after the 60s TV quiz the other week, I'm gonna dip into the 90s. This was Anthony's idea actually. She wanted to do a 90s TV quiz, so that's why I'm doing it. So I hope she shows up and takes part. But I've pretty busy decade for TV 90s, so I think I've come up with quite a broad range of questions and should be something for everyone. I think a bit easier than the 60s one. I think there's at least a couple of questions here that everyone will know for sure, or at least have a good idea of. So the link to donate to the channel if you want to support the channel. Will be categories again for the quiz. And tomorrow night, just to remind you, there will be another stream and it will be Scanner Cop 2. After the insanity of Scanner Cop, we'll find out what the sequel has to offer. That's actually something I want to do more of, get back into doing horror movies on stream, or that kind of thing. Because they tend to do quite well. Tend to get a good sort of response for those sorts of streams, so maybe get back into doing them more. Waiting our contestants. Waiting our contestants. Oh, Becca's here. Okay. Okay. Hey Becca, how's it going? I was just testing the stream was working. Okay, but you're here. Well, a little bit. I think I set it for 11 originally, but then sort of my plans changed, so 1:45. So no, I'm not early, Becca. I started the stream about 1:45, which it says. Okay. So I know Becca might not be able to do all of this, but I'll put your name down anyway. I'm gonna put Becca down as one of the players, and I'll score you guys. Now Becca couldn't make the 60s one a couple of weeks ago, So just to tell you, Becca, I've done these questions in categories, and yeah, I'll score each round, each category, and then add them all up at the end. Oh, this guy or girl, so random. Basically, Becca, it's categories, different categories, and yeah, you all play on your own. I mean, if there was enough people, we could do teams, but chances are there won't be. So it's just you guys playing on your own, and that they're all multiple choice, so that gives you a shot at least. So A, B, C, or D, and then I score you for each round. Yeah, yeah. Just type the answer in, and I'll give you about 30 seconds per question, which I can time on the thing there, which should be enough time. Hey, Anthony, how are you? So far we've got Anthony, Becca. I think Elsa should be joining us because I mentioned it to her earlier. There she is, Elsa. Hello, Elsa. Welcome to the stream. So we've got 3 players at the moment. And we'll just wait a bit because okay. So we might have another one if Mahensa comes. I take it that's aimed at me, Becca. It's okay. It's not really that cold at the moment. Bit mixed. But yeah, I went pictures today. I saw My New York Year, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed it. Not too bad. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. Very sharp, Becca. Will be another quiz stream next week on a Thursday, and that will be action movies. That'll be the quiz next week. So wait a few more minutes because Cindy normally shows up for these, and also for Mahensa if she's gonna come. If she can't make it, then no problem. There's Cindy. Hey, Cindy. So I bet no, I got Elsa, Cindy, Anthony, Becca. Yeah, I've got 4. So for those of you who took part the other week, there's Mahensa, so I can put down a 5th name. Okay. This is going to be, for those of you who saw it last week, shambolic. But hopefully not as shambolic. How are you, Mahensa? So we'll start in a minute. Just to rerun the rules, there's categories, and you just put your answer, type your answer into the thing. Multiple choice. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm not bad, thanks, Mahensa. And I'll give you about 30 seconds to answer each one, which I can time on there. 30 seconds seems reasonable. And I mean, you guys were pretty good the other week, so shouldn't be a problem. And I'll score each round the same I did the other week. And yeah, I think this one's reasonably easy. I think the questions are a bit more than the other week. As I was saying before, I think there's definitely a couple that most people would know. Okay. Shall we make a start? Round one? Yeah, I think you did quite well the other week, Elsa. I can't remember who won actually. There was a tie, wasn't it? Ready Player One. Very good. I think wasn't it Elsa and Antonin tied for top spot? I think if that happens again, maybe I'll do a bonus question. Okay, so round one, which is soaps. So 90 soaps. Okay, here we go. Which of these characters doesn't appear in the pilot episode of Melrose Place? So doesn't appear. Is it A, Kelly Taylor, B, Donna Martin, C, Jake Hansen, or D, Joe Reynolds? Hey, forget. I haven't seen you for a while. Okay. Yeah, good to have you. Yeah, the dog's asleep in the other room. Anthony says A, which is Kelly Taylor. Becca says B, Donna Martin. I have no idea. Cindy says C, Jake Hansen. Ooh, this is interesting. Oh, hang on. Okay, slow down. So Forgut's taking part. I'll have to put his name. And sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you're very welcome. So we have an extra player. So Forgot says C. Mahensa says D, and Elsa says D. And it is D. It's Joe Reynolds. So well done. 1 point for Mahensa, 1 point for Elsa. And I'm going to explain this now because you're probably a bit baffled because two of those characters are 90210 characters, Kelly Taylor and Donna Martin. And that's because, of course, Melrose Place is a spin-off of 90210. So those characters appear in the first episode of Melrose Place because Kelly Taylor was having a thing with Jake Hansen, and then she follows him because it's like an older man thing, and he was like, going out with her mother. So it's that sort of plot. So so when he breaks it off with her, she follows him to like Melrose Place. So that Kelly Taylor's in the first episode. Donna Martin, her best friend, is there for the ride. Jake Hansen is, of course, in the first episode. So that means Joe Reynolds, who would become a regular Melrose Place character, but she doesn't debut until later in the first season. So the answer is Joe Reynolds. So there you go, 1-1. Okay. Yeah, I'll scrap that question. Okay, second question. We're actually switching to the other side of the Atlantic with this one for a bit of UK soap. So, Martin Kemp debuted as bad boy Steve Owen on EastEnders in 1998. Do. Which 80s band was Kemp famously a bass player in? Is it A, The Smiths, B, The Cure, C, Spandard Ballet, or is it D, Squeeze? Let's see what we've got. A from Anthony. Not Becca C, Elsa C, Cindy A. Okay, so Elsa gets a point, and so does Becca. Oh, sorry, I didn't see. Oh, okay, Mahensa gets a point as well. Yeah, it's Spandard Ballet. I guess anyone in the UK would know that, but a lot of people in the States wouldn't. So 1, 1, 1 for Becca. Yeah, so Elsa got it. Mahensa got it. Becca got it. So yeah, shaping up nicely. Yeah, but you're quite young. I'll let you off, Anthony. Or if you've got great musical knowledge. Right, next question. Which aging Hollywood star appeared in the series Central Park West? Is it A, Liz Taylor, B, Lauren Bacall, C, Joan Collins, or D, Raquel Welch? "30 seconds. A, C. That says C. Mahensa says A. Becca says B. That's all of you, isn't it? No points for anyone. It's actually D. Raquel Welch. So there you have it. So no points for any of you that round. Central Park West was a Darren Star soap, from what I remember. I remember it had a short run, only the 2 seasons. Sexy New York soap. Okay. So now a question about Baywatch, because of course. Which of these was not an episode of Baywatch? Is it A, Heatwave, B, Message in a Bottle, C, Shipwrecked, or is it D, Bash at the Beach? B, D. B, okay. Cindy says C, D. That's everyone, isn't it? Yeah. Well done, Cindy. You get a point. It is C, Shipwrecked. 1 point for Cindy. And yeah, I'll just explain that the Bash at the Beach episode was that episode when they did like a special where WCW wrestlers appeared, because they were promoting their pay-per-view Bash at the Beach, and they did like a deal with Baywatch to have them appeared there. So that's the Bash at the Beach episode. 10 seasons of Baywatch, believe it or not. I was amazed. And as a bonus question, I haven't given you options, but as a bonus question, and I guess first person to give me this answer, the right answer gets the point. But what was the name of the wacky sci-fi spin-off show from Baywatch for a bonus point? Does anyone know it? Not quite, but that would be a good name. Son of Baywatch Kit. Elsa, I thought you would know. Kit, that's very good though. No, Knight Rider's a totally different thing, but it does have Hasselhoff. Cindy, any ideas? Okay. No. Okay. It seems you. I thought at least one of you might know. Baywatch Nights, it was called. Unbelievable. It only got 2 seasons, so maybe that's why you haven't heard of it, but it was from what I hear, it's absolutely insane. Oh, I love Knight Rider. Knight Rider is good fun trash. Okay. Yeah, there you go. See, you're kicking yourself now. Okay, that's the end of the first round, the soap round. So Knight Rider is like this 80s series with Hasselhoff where he has basically a talking car called Kit, and it's like an action adventure type thing. They sort of fight crime. You would know the theme tune, Anthony. Our Knight Rider is boss. Okay, so that's yeah, everyone knows it. Of course it was, Becca. Of course it was. Okay, so that's the end of round one. So Elsa got 2 points and Mahensa got 2 points. So they both joint winners. Cindy got one and Becca got one. So they're joint second. And Fakirkia and Amphonin are yet to score. So there you have it. So that's the scores after round one. Round two. So, Cindy. What old school phone? Where? Okay. Oh, that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, mum insists on still having a landline, even though, yeah, who needs them now? Okay, so round two is coming of age. So here we go. And there's two Daria questions to start off with because what? Okay. Which group performed the theme tune of the series Daria? Is it A, Shampoo? Is it Splendidora? I think that's how you say it. Is it C, the Donnas? Is it A, or is it D, Alice in Chains? Fair enough, Elsa. theme tune to Doria? Which group? C, B, B, C. Okay, just for a. Oh, okay, I could have repeated the question. It's which group did the theme tune to Doria? I think you've all answered now. And well done to Anthony and well done to Fiket. You both got that right. It was Splendora. So you both get off the mark. 1 point to each of you. So they have it. So another Doria theme question now. And that is, what was the name of Trent's band in the series? Was it A, Mystic Spiral? Was it B, what the hell does that say? Salter, Sold, something like that. I can't even read that. Was it C, Nudes It, or was it D, Bonehead? I probably misread that. C. C, C. B, B. Okay. You've A, B. Yeah, sorry, I butchered my answers in that. But for those of you who said A, which is Mystic Spiral, that is the right answer. So Becca gets a point. And Mahensa gets a point. Yeah, and Mahensa, you two. So Mahensa's off the mark, as is Becca. Mystic Spiral was the answer. Okay. Becca might know this next one. In My So-Called Life, the slacker character, played by Jared Leto, sings a song about red. Actually, okay. But what is the red of the song? Is it A, his girlfriend, B, his car, C, a painting, or D, a flower? $30. B, C, B, B, D, A. So Cindy and Elsa get a point. Oh, and Anthony. His car. It was his car. 1, 2. So Cindy and Elsa are off the mark for the round. And Anthony gets another point. So well done. Okay. Okay, I think some of you might know this next one. Which state was the setting for Northern Exposure? Was it A, Alaska, B, Texas, C, Denver, or D, New Mexico? A. Oh, very good. Although I shouldn't have said that because some of you haven't answered yet. Oh man, there you go. Oh, I think that's everyone, isn't it? A's all round. So you'll get a point. Yeah. Well, good thinking. I mean, Becca loves that show, so I'm guessing she knew anyway. Okay, no problem, Becca. See you again. You leave with a point, so that's a good way to leave. One, 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 one. Okay, next question. So this is a Buffy question. So some of you should know this, I would think. If I can find it. Oh yeah. So what was the name of Xander and Willow's best friend who briefly appears in the double pilot who is untimely bumped off, is killed? Is it Mike? A. Is it B. Amy? Is it C. Jesse? Or is it D. Hunter? Easy one. C, C, C. C. Just waiting for Elsa's answer. Yeah, I thought she'd follow suit. Yeah, of course it's Jessie. Amy is a character who appears a bit later on in the show. What else? Oh, well, Mike's just a random name, another guy's name. I don't know where I got Hunter from, but I mean, the Buffy fans are going to know that one. So you all got a point. Well done. One, 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 one. Okay. Right. Let's see if there's. Okay, that's the end of that round. So at the end of that round, Amphonin won that round with 4 points. Then there's a bunch of you on 3. Elsa got 3, Cindy got 3, Mahensa got 3, Phuket also got 3. Becca got 2, but chances are she would have got 3 because she would have known the answer to that last one. So, yeah, good scoring. Well done, guys. So, on to the next round, which is going to be sci-fi. No Becca for this round. Oh, damn it. I forgot a Doctor Who question. Sorry, Amphonin, but I can always do it for another decade. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Well, there you go then. So don't ask for it if you know it's not possible anyway. Okay, sci-fi. Hmm. Which episode of The X-Files do the Lone Gunmen debut in? Is it A, Ghost in the Machine, B, Young at Heart, C, EBE, or is it D, Tombs? All season 1 episodes. Amphonin says A. Cindy says C. Mahensa says C. Forgets. Oh, sorry, Mahensa says C. Yeah, so Cindy says C. Yes, Cindy's the one who's going to know, the X-Files fanatic. It is indeed EBE. So 3 of you got points. Elsa, Mahensa, Cindy got points. Okay. Next question. In the first episode of Quantum Leap, great show, Dr. Sam Beckett jumps from being pilot Tom Stratton into what? Is it A, an American football player? Is it B, a minor league baseball player? Is it C, a rodeo star? Or is it D, an American wrestler? B, B, D, C, C, A. Is that it's confusing because there's no like overlap, but I'm assuming, yeah. That is confusing. But if I take the last 5, how many are there? No, there's 4 of you, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so from there. Yeah, I know. This is confusing. Start with Elsa. So the answer was B. So hang on. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so Elsa and Amphenin get a point. Well, you get a point anyway because you said B. The answer was a minor league baseball player. Well, it doesn't matter who answered first. It only matters who gets the point. Elsa got it right, and so did Amphenin. It was B. Okay. Okay, next question. What is the name of the female lead in the anime series Cowboy Bebop? Was it okay, okay. So the female lead in Cowboy Bebop, what was her name? Was it A, Faye Valentine, B, Blanche Ripley, C, April O'Neil, or D, Jill Hot Pants? Anthony says A. Answer B, Cindy C. C for Elsa, B for forget. Okay, so just one right answer. That was Amphenin. It was indeed Faye Valentine. And shame on Cindy and Elsa because they fell for my April O'Neil trap. She, of course, was a character in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that's where I got that from. It's a point for Amphenin. Next question. Yeah, I mean, that's the silly red herring, isn't it? So, I mean, I figured then you wouldn't think that was the right one, but I mean, she's meant to be a sexy character, so who knows? Okay. What are the name of the creatures introduced in season 2 of Roswell High, or Roswell if you're in the US? The Rooters, B, C, the Skins, or D, the Creeps? A, B, C, forget. D, answer D. Okay, well done, Forget. You got it right. It is indeed the Skins. So 1 point to Forget in that round. Next round, or next question, which is the last question in this round, and that is, what year does Babylon 5 start in, or start from? Is it A, 2237? Is it B, 2250? Is it C, 2252? Or is it D, 2257? So unless you're a big fan of the show and happen to know this, I guess this is going to be guesswork. B, B, A, D. I wouldn't have known this one. C, B. Okay. Well done, Forget. You get another point. It's the last one. It's 2257. Another point for Forget. So that's the end of that round. So it's a three-way tie, basically. Elsa's got 2, Anthony's got 2, and Forget coming back with a vengeance with 2. Mahensa and Cindy both have 1. So next round, that's round. There's not many more. There's only a couple more. Round 3. So round 4, which is the crime round. It's gone. Okay. Yeah, next. Well, as soon as I can, as soon as I can print stuff out, I'll have printed sheets for this, so that I can have your names sort of down and ready. Okay. So the crime round. Question 1. What was the name of the pilot episode of Law and Order? It debuted in 1990. Was it A, Everybody's Favorite Bagman? B, Prescription for Death? C, The Violence of Summer? Or was it D, I love this title, was it D, Kiss the Girls and Make Them Die? That's a fantastic title. And actually, you've got 2 shots of getting this right. I'll tell you why in a minute. Cindy says A, D for Anthony, C for Elsa. Forget says B. Mahensa says A Violet Summer. Okay, so both Cindy and Forget gets points. for that, and I'll tell you why. The reason is because originally everybody's favourite Bagman was the pilot episode, but then when it aired later, they actually changed the pilot episode to Prescription for Death. So I would have given you a point for either one. Me and Cindy recently watched the pilot, and it was everyone's favourite Bagman. So I guess they've kept that pilot in some places, but so I would have accepted either one. There's not Anthony. I forgot about that. I could still do that at a later quiz because Charm did go into the 2000s, so I could still include that at a later date. So yeah, point for Cindy, point for Forget. Okay, next question. No, sorry, there's no Angel. I mean, I did do a Buffy. I mean, Angel debuted in 1999, so most of it was in the 2000s. So again, I could do it in the 2000s or for another quiz. Okay. Which British comedian played the title role of Jonathan Creek? Is it A, Lee Evans, B, Eddie Izzard, C, Alan Davis, or is it D, Paul Merton? I'm assuming you've heard of some of those people. B. Okay. There you have it. Well, I'm guessing Forget's the only one who's seen Jonathan Creek, because it is C. Another point for Forget. Well done. Oh, it's a great show, Jonathan Creek. You've got to watch it. So good, it gets another question in this quiz. So the next question is about Jonathan Creek. And I'll tell you a fact in a moment that you might not know. Okay, which one of these actresses didn't play Jonathan Creek's assistant, sidekick, whatever you want to say? Is it A, Caroline Quintin? Is it B, Lucy Davis? Is it C, Sheridan Smith? Or is it D, Sarah Alexandra? Let's see. B for Anthony. B for Elsa, D for Mahensa, D for Cindy. A for Forget. Okay. Anthony gets a point and so does Elsa. The Office actress, Lucy Davis, never appeared in Jonathan Creek. Or never appeared in that role anyway. One for Anthony. Well done. And actually, the fact I was going to say, which some of you might know, but the title theme for Jonathan Creek is used in the Buffy episode Hush, in the scene where they're in like the auditorium, you know, when Giles is doing the whole thing with the slides. That's the music playing. It's the theme from Jonathan Creek, which is a famous bit of music on its own. And also, Anthony Stewart Head appeared in an episode of Jonathan Creek, an early one, I think. So there you have it. So lots of Buffy connections. Okay, next question. In the debut season of Murder One, Who played the wife of head lawyer Theodore Teddy Hoffman? Was it A. Vanessa Williams, B. Donna Murphy, C. Patricia Clarkson, or is it D. Mary McCormack? B for Anthony. D for Elsa, B for Mahensa. B for Cindy. One more. D. No, none of you got it right. It was C. Patricia Clarkson. Before she was, sort of better known. And the catch is that all those actresses appeared in the series. Mary McCormack played another lawyer at the firm, and as did Vanessa Williams. She worked at the firm, and Donna Martin played like the wife of one of the suspects. So there you have it. Murder One, great series, by the way. Okay, next question, the last in this round. What was the name of the bounty hunter in Renegade? So you're getting an education tonight. Was it A. Terry Five Iron? Was it B. Michael Six Shooter? Was it C. Dutch Dixon? Or was it D. Baby Six Killer? Yeah, Baby Six Killer. You've got to love those names. C, D. B, A. I think we're waiting for Elsa. It has a similar feel. I got to do some creative red herrings. It was the last one. Killer. Dutch was another character in the show, and the other two I just made up, similar sounding sort of names. So the end of that round, Fiket wins. Well done. 3 points. Mahensa or Antonin has 1. Cindy has 1. Elsa has 1. No points for Mahensa. Sorry. Okay. So we're on to the last round, which is just bits and pieces. But in a way, it might as well be called the sitcom round. But so round 5. Okay. Okay, here we go. Last round. Okay. In the pilot of episode, sorry, I've screwed that one up. In the pilot episode of Seinfeld, was a waitress who only appeared in that one episode before being replaced by Elaine in the second episode. The name of the waitress. Was it A, Michelle, B, Cher, C, Claire, or D, Sarah? Michelle, Cher, Claire, Sarah. Oh, Fouquet's confident. Obviously knows you, Seinfeld. D, C. D, C, B. Okay, yeah, so Fouquet, Cindy, yeah, Fouquet and Cindy got that one right. It was Claire. 1-1. Quite a famous quite a famous B movie actress, actually. She appeared in Psycho 2 and a bunch of other things. And she originally was going to be the female lead before they changed it to Elaine. Okay. Next question. What was the final ever line in the long-running sitcom Cheers? Was it A, sorry we're closed, B, thanks for stopping by, C, it's Mayday signing off, or D, how about one more for the road? A, B, A, D. B. Okay. So Cindy and Elsa get a point there. Well done. And I guess that line makes sense considering it's the last ever episode. Great stuff. Cheers went off the air in 93, I think. It's either 93 or 92. I think 93. Okay. Who played the teacher in the short-lived TV version of Dangerous Minds? Was it A, Molly Ringwald? Was it B, Jennifer Jason Leigh? Was it C, Annie Potts? Or was it D, Piper Laurie? B, A, B. B, D. Okay, interesting. Stalemate. None of you got it right. It was Annie Potts, better known as Janine out of Ghostbusters. So no points for anyone. And yeah. And I got that from this brilliant book, which I highly recommend. The Bible of TV. Okay. Right. In the opening scene of The Sopranos, Tony is wrestling with which animal? So the very first scene. Is it A, a duck, B, a pig, C, a swan, or D, a bull? C, C, A, B, C. Yeah. I'm guessing, Cindy Elsa probably seen Sopranos, so probably know the answer. It's quite a famous opening scene. It's in his swimming pool, basically, in the backyard. So Anthony, Elsa, and Cindy get points. Elsa, Cindy. So Anthony off the mark for the round. Okay. Okay, Simpsons question now for Anthony. Which actor guest starred in the first Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode, which aired in 1990? He appeared, yeah, he appeared in all three segments. Was it A, James L. Jones, B, Vincent Price, C, Brad DeWitt, or D, Peter Cushing? Anthony says A. Forget says C. Cindy says B. Mahensa says A. So just waiting on Elsa. Elsa better not be looking it up. Oh, okay. You clearly won't. Okay. No, the answer was A. So Anthony gets a point, and so does Mahensa. So well done. As a bonus point, which horror poem was used for the episode? Okay. Or was it one of the stories was based on his poems? For a bonus point. Which horror poet? This is quite easy. Yeah, I'll give you that, Cindy. I mean, I asked for the poet, but I can give you. It was the Raven. Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe. Cindy gets a point. Elsa gets a point. I don't know. I mean, you've got the answer, but Cindy and Elsa got in there first. Elsa actually named the poet. Cindy named the poem. So I'll give both of them a point. Okay, I think that might be it. Yeah, that's the end. Okay. Now, wasn't that fun? So I'll do who won that round, and then I'll do who won overall. So in that round, Cindy won 4 points. Elsa got 3. Anthony got 2. Mahensa got 1. Yeah, but I just decided just to ask like a bonus thing. So no choices. I could have given you choices. Fouquet got 1 in that round. So now I'm going to add up the scores. Just give me a moment. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Very close scoring. I can reveal. Should I do it in reverse order? I'll do it in reverse order. Okay, just for the fun. Well, obviously Becca only took part in 2 rounds. So 3 points for Becca. And then next we have Mahensa on 7 points, a decent score. Then we have a tie, I guess, for 3rd place. So Phuket and Amphenin, you both got 9, which leaves obviously 2 people, Cindy and Elsa. Close. I can reveal Cindy, you just missed out. 2nd place for Cindy, 10 points, and Elsa is your winner with 11. Now, wasn't that fun? Elsa's doing well. I'm pretty sure you were joint winner a couple of weeks ago. Well, Elsa's surprised. Good stuff. Did you guys enjoy that? Thanks for Phuket for taking part. Nice to have someone else. But that was fun. A lot of fun. And it was all very close. So I think the multiple choice definitely helps. And I think I tried to appeal to as many tastes as possible. Okay, so before I go, a bit of housekeeping. There will be another stream next week, another quiz stream, and that will be action movies. So I'm going to have fun coming up with those questions during the week. And then next time, India. What do you mean? 2000s next time? Or do you mean independent? Yeah, that's probably the most fun, Mahensa, coming up with with those fun red herrings. And believe me, a lot of these stuff I wouldn't know if I didn't look stuff out. No, 2000s TV will come, but not next time. Next week it's going to be action movies, so that's the quiz for next week. Camille's coming at the end. Hey, Camille, how are you? You've just missed a very fun 90s TV quiz, but you can join in next week where the subject will be action movies. That'll be the quiz next week. And tomorrow night, cool, yeah, I'm not bad. Tomorrow night it's Scanner Cop 2, so the sequel to the bonkers Scanner Cop. So that'll be the stream tomorrow night. And next week, I can reveal for the horror stream, which should be on a Friday as well. Oh, all sorts of action, Camilla. You have to wait and see. Next Friday, the horror stream will be Nightmare on Elm Street 7. Wes Craven. Well, it's not really called that, but Wes Craven's New Nightmare. That will be the stream for the horror stream next week, because I've done the other Nightmare films on stream. So thanks, guys. There's also a new X-Files review up, and I'm going to do a couple more reviews coming up on the channel, including the latest review for Kenta, however you say it, which I'm going to do in a minute. But thanks for taking part. This was fun, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.